excuses won't earn my trust. You are like a rat, but I never play. It's a moment that you're gonna be,
Yeah, it's the lunch hour coming to you live on a Friday night, fresh out of this beautiful rainy night in Los Banos, rather. I am your handsome, humble, heavyweight host, the Lunchbox, joined as always by my beautiful, bodacious, boobing it up bride, Jen. You always wonder which way I'm going with that, huh?
I know you're gonna run out of B words pretty soon.
I will never run out of B words. As long as I can say that your boobs, boobly, I'm good to go.
we don't have stairs, so
your boobs, boobly everywhere, all right?
all right.
So what's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good rainy Friday night. And that was Karmic Debt with Righteous. Oh my God. Righteous. Fuck, Scott. I already forgot the fucking name of the song.
Isn't it World War
No, World War III is the name of the 2-track EP that you can check out right now on YouTube and Spotify. So go check out Karmic Debt as soon as you can. It's my boy Scotty McRib. I'm hoping to catch his band, that band, live this Saturday night in Modesto at what was supposed to be the farewell to Highwater Brewing Co. for the Kill Fear group, but things change, plans happen. I'm glad they were able to bring it to Persuasion Brewing Co. in Modesto. 25 total acts, including Swift Homicide, Ben Chaos, Perfect Nightmare, Karmic Debt, Adonamia, and a no naked burlesque performance by Starlet O'Hara, which is weird. Like,
sometimes you gotta change it up.
She's still gonna light her titties on fire.
And it's pretty fucking cold, so There's a trade-off there.
Well, like I said, but she's still gonna light it on
Yeah.
fire.
It's too cold to take my clothes off all the way, or most of the way, but I will be warmth from the fire from the titties.
Fire from the titties. That is a new band name right there. Fire from the titties. Good evening, everybody watching. Jordan Xavier. Fuck you, Craig. Fucking, of course, Mike Vanek. Speaking of Mike Vanek, we are live to tape on Pirate Flag Radio on the Radio King Music app.
Arr.
And if you want to hear all sorts of crazy fucking music, you can do that on Pirate Flag Radio. Of course, captained by our godfather, the one and only Slatanic Mike Vanek. Mike Vanek sucks. Check out. Oh wait, shit! I put that in the wrong. That explains that. I put everything in the wrong fucking folder, guys. I'm sorry. So you can check out.
Don't check out that folder.
Sounds from the Underground, Pirate Flag Radio, WPFR, available on the Radio King app, Radio King /play/Pirate Flag Radio. You can check out Sounds from the Underground, all the fucking time. Because Mike Vanek does a show every goddamn day. Craig says he loves you, Jen.
I love you too, Craig.
You don't love Craig, you hate Craig.
I do hate Craig. But by hating Craig, that means I love Craig.
That means you love Craig.
Tell Alyssa we said hi.
Yes, yes, definitely tell Alyssa we said hi. And being as you're going to be at work on her birthday, maybe I'll swing by because I'll be in Oakdale that day. Just saying. Take that Chinese joint next door to Grocery Outlet.
Farm market. You got to say the whole thing.
Well, you got to sing it.
I sing it in my head, but you do have to say the whole thing or it's illegal, I believe.
It's illegal.
It is 100% not legal.
All right. So wait, I see you are drinking a very standard beer tonight.
Yeah, it's a Modelo. It's I felt like drinking some gold fucking foil. Why do they do that?
What?
Why do they put the foil on that? Them and there's other people that do that too. Why? It gets in the way. I'm eating foil. That can't be good. I'm drinking a beer. I'm trying to be healthy here.
You're trying to be healthy by drinking a beer? Getting in your whole grains for the day?
Yes. It's hops. Wait, it's grains?
It's barley. It's
barley.
hops.
It's hops. I forgot the other word. Nonetheless.
So and then proceeding. So you're complaining about the.
Oh, I'm just complaining about the foil. But yeah, it's just a basic old Modelo. Nothing fancy. Nothing spectacular.
Mike Vanek misses Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
You have Aldi's and stuff probably though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but
It's even better.
those people probably hate those too. Miss ours too, or you always want what you can't have.
Yeah.
You're always like, oh, I want to go to Aldi this, Aldi that.
I just want to know.
So, but yet, we've never made the sojourn down to Fresno to go to Aldi.
I drove past it when I was looking for that show with.
Oh, Brian Kendrick
Yes.
at LA Boxing?
Yes.
Okay.
I drove past it. There's one in Selma, I think, too. Or somewhere. There's two of them in the area.
So next time we go down to Dinuba, we can go hit Aldi.
Maybe.
Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
I'll report back.
So this is not the Thanksgiving edition of the show. We'll do that the day after because fuck y'all. We'll do a special Black Friday episode where we share horrifying Black Friday stories from around the world because those still happen, thankfully. So moving on to some more music. Another thing you can hear on Pirate Flag Radio is, oh, damn it. I keep doing the wrong thing. Transmission in Exile by Moose Roberts. Moose Roberts is this cat from Bristol, Virginia, local legend, according to Mike Vanek. I've yet to shake the man's hand, but I listened to his show last night. Transmission in Exile is an outstanding show, showcasing mostly bluegrass country and all sorts of weird hip hop shit. It's a pretty dope show. So right now we're going to play a new song by Moose Trainwreck Roberts called Brim and Brow right here on the lunch hour.
We don't have a song for him to play.
We'll write one.
We should make a song.
We should make a song.
It was fruit on the vine. You
That was Moose Trainwreck Roberts with Brim and Brow live here on the lunch hour. What'd you think of that?
It was good. It was different. It was not something I feel like we would usually play on here, but it wasn't bad at all.
Well, I mean, that's the beauty of our show, like the lunch hour. What the fuck does that mean as far as a radio content show?
You think we're going to talk about food?
Well, I mean, we probably will at some point. Like, I
Yeah.
figure we've got to go out and get some of the weird food and shit like that, taste it a bit. But in the end, like, we're not pigeonholed by, it's like when Queen named their band. And they talked about, we don't sound like anything. It doesn't sound like a rock band or a fucking country band or classical. It just, nobody can tell us what we have to do because nobody knows what it means.
Sounds British, at the very least.
Well, I mean, there are other queens around the world. I mean, they are British, though. And the best part, they introduced them as Her Majesty.
See? British. I mean, they call the other ones that too, probably, but British. You're pigeonholed to being British.
You're pigeonholed to being British. By the way, Xavier Pacheco, our little brother nephew out there. Yes, I said little brother nephew. Get over it.
It's not
All
Alabama.
right, the lonely people in Alabama, hungry people in Alabama. So anyway, just announced to us that Dead Meth Heads will release their first content. He didn't clarify. Did he say EP?
Yep.
Okay, their first EP the day after Thanksgiving. So Xavier, I'm telling you right the fuck right now, I'm gonna need that YouTube link that very morning. Like first thing when you get up, don't scratch your balls, don't take a piss, don't even fart. Just send that on over so we can open the show with it that day.
Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Black Friday special.
It's a Black Friday special.
Without the fighting, sadly.
You could. I mean, we could fight.
We can fight.
You don't fight about it?
Yeah, maybe that day.
Okay. So you might get to tune in and watch me and Jen beat each other up to the new Dead Meth Head song. So Thanksgiving's coming.
Yes.
And like I said, we're gonna do the Black Friday episode. But of course, with Thanksgiving comes all the food and holiday company parties. If you have an office to go to and whatnot, I know your holiday work party is gonna be you making a turkey sandwich the day after.
Yeah, it's not as fun anymore when you work from home. Everybody's all over the country, and the company doesn't pay for lunch for just you.
What a bunch of dickbags! They couldn't even just like DoorDash you something or fucking,
I guess they could. I'll throw that idea up at the next town hall meeting.
Do you have one this week before Thanksgiving?
No, I do not.
Oh, I was gonna say.
We just had one, so it's gonna be a while.
So maybe you should call one. Use your pull in the company.
So much pull. I have so much pull.
You probably have more pull than you think because everybody would be like, why is this person who goes out of their way to stay away from everybody being like, we need to talk. We all need to get together and talk. Like they might do it out of interest.
You want to talk.
Yeah, you?
No, but we need to talk about free food. We need to talk about you giving me free food.
Right, not the opposite. Definitely not the opposite. We are not giving anybody any free food.
God, no.
So, but we had our holiday meal the other day, and next thing I know, I walk into a fucking green bean competition. Like, all of a sudden, I was warned on the call because one of our branch managers makes an incredible green bean and andouille sausage dish that I just absolutely fell in love with last year. I've been begging him for the recipe for a whole fucking year. And when I brought it up on our sales team call, I was like, hey, he's bringing that green beans or I'm not coming, right? And Juan's like, well, actually, there was a bunch of debate about who makes the best green beans, so there's going to be a green bean competition. I thought he was being funny. I thought it was a joke or whatever. So I get there and I'm immediately accosted by not only the business manager, but HR. And that's never good.
You think you've done something?
Yeah, all of a sudden I've got business manager and HR standing right in front of me and I'm like, oh God, what have I done? Like, did I upset the business manager? Like, am I being drugged in and you're the witness? Like, what happened? And they're both just like, did you try the green beans yet? You vote on the green beans? You gonna try the green beans? I'm like, what? Hang on, I'm still doing.
I'm still coming down here. Hold on.
Yeah, I just walked in the door and I got trapped into doing some more work. Well, stop doing that and go eat the green beans. All right.
Can't really turn that down.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm just gonna put everything down and walk away and eat because they told me.
I was like, HR just told me to go eat, so I have to. Like, that's the rule. HR says it, you do it. And so I go in and, the first one is traditional green bean casserole. The usual cream of mushroom, French fried onions, all that stuff. The next one is, it just looks like green beans in a bowl with bacon. Like there's still liquid in it and whatnot too. Actually, it was kind of gray and wilty looking. Like it didn't have the best visual appeal. The next one was another fancy like chafing dish with a bushel of green beans wrapped in bacon. Like a bacon wrapped asparagus type thing. And then over on the other side, it's like they made it a point to keep it away from everybody else's, was the green bean stew with andouille sausage.
Green bean stew.
That's just kind of
not an attractive term.
The term isn't, but it was delicious. Like it was one of the tastiest things I think I've ever eaten. So I go ahead, and I go through the first round. And of course, I still got business manager and HR like hovering over me while I'm eating. Like there's like, which one do you like better?
This is harassment.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like, who's gonna HR? Like, this is fucked up. And like, they both just won't shut up about the green beans. And every time somebody new walks in, they're like, hey, grab some green beans.
Sign on the damn door already.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I tried all three and had a smoked turkey leg. And was like, you know what? Now I need to try them all again.
Oh, darn. I need to go back through and start over.
Yeah. And so I grab another helping of each one. And then next thing you know, like, I am mildly shocked that the unattractive looking one, the one that was like the wilty kind of grayish, was far and away the best tasting.
The ugly one won?
The ugly one won.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Well, this just saying, ladies, gentlemen, whatever you are and whatever you're into, every so often, don't just turn down the ugly one.
They might taste like green beans.
If you wanted to go that route, I was just going to say they might be the best of the pack. But your analogy kind of works if you want.
Cannibalism.
Or, well, I mean, taste can mean so many different things. Like,
I guess that's true.
Like they might have just eaten some green beans.
I didn't think about that. I was just thinking.
Eating them?
Eating them.
Wow. So for once, you have devolved into eating people in the gore.
Yeah. That happens sometimes.
Sometimes.
Like that one time that happened. Wasn't good.
It wasn't good. We still don't talk about that.
No, we're not going to talk about it now.
So, speaking of things that'll eat your face off, this next track comes to us from a friend of ours named Tracy Labrie. Those of you who have been posseing around with us for a few years might have seen Tracy Labrie. She's in such bands as Dead Red Woods, Dead Girl Rising. Oh my God, I keep forgetting the rest of them.
I don't know. She's in like 100 bands.
She's in a bunch of bands.
Very busy.
Tracy plays bass for everybody. If you need a bass player, if you find Tracy's number, she might play bass for your band. I've never seen her say no. But anyway, Tracy is just a gunslinging badass. One of the best bass players I've ever known. A hell of a guest, a fun interview too. We had her on our last show. Our show we used to do, not the last episode. And I hit her up and was like, yo, I need some tracks. Okay. And the first one she sent me was this. This is Virulent by Potence, featuring Ben McSherry. Check it out.
You left us here to die. A sacrifice.
Virulent by Potence live here on the Lunch Hour. Tracy Labrie, stand up and take a bow. That was insane.
Was fast. Very fast.
Very fast. Much quick. Wow.
But
So, no, it's cool to see Tracy branching out, and the fact that she sang. Like, I know she's done backup vocals for other bands. I've heard her sing before, but never full songs at a whack. So, like, that's really cool to see Tracy going out, doing more. And she told me that her plan is to really get it off the ground and start doing stuff in 2024 with that.
Sweet.
So, keep it up, Tracy. Like, we'll have some more tracks from her. She sent me a gang of tracks, and I want to keep it in the back pocket because there's nothing worse than that feeling when it's time to start doing show prep and it's like, fuck, I need some music. So if you're out there, if you're in a band, if you have a band, if your friends do music, if you sing decently well, and especially if your name is not Trip Rogers, you can send me submissions to have you on this show.
Sang in the shower and recorded yourself, put it up on YouTube.
Send it over.
Send it in.
Send it over. We might play it. Sometimes you're just looking for stuff.
Wait, we're looking for the music part, not of you showering. We're probably not going to show that if you do send that.
Roger D. Tripp asks, how do you feel about Queen? I really like them. Queen is awesome. Queen is great. The only problem I have with Queen is somebody let that bastard Trip Rogers use a bastardized version of their song, and now that he's won this golden ticket, like, it's going to get more obnoxious. It is somehow going to get more. Roger Tripp is actually showering while he is listening to us.
Please do not send a video of that.
No videos? Yeah, do not send a video of that. Like, I mean, unless it's from outside the curtain. And we do not want to see anything to do with your grotesque naked body. Roger Tripp. For fuck's sake.
I devolved into cannibalism. You've devolved into naked Trip Rogers.
First of all, that is Roger Tripp.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Roger Tripp and Trip Rogers look a lot alike, but they are not the same person.
It's kind of confusing.
It sometimes it is. And he's a lot, and he says we're liars, that we do not want to see his grotesque naked body. And I was talking about not seeing.
You're talking a lot about it, though.
Like
a whole lot.
I think you're continuing the conversation.
Moving right along.
So now's the time of the show where we hit you with a fun, usually a death fact. However, our mistress of the macabre, Ellie, has given us something all to think about. Now let us present to you her theory on why Modesto is a gateway to hell.
So this is my conspiracy theory on how I think that Modesto is a portal to hell. So I started doing some ADHD digging in the brain and kept thinking the name Gadriel. Now, Gadriel, if you've seen Supernatural, is an angel that allowed the serpent into Eden. Well, the Bible never talks about Gadriel. Shut up, Gus. But the book of Enoch does. And the book of Enoch is more into the mythology and demonology inside of the Bible. So a lot of stuff explained in Genesis, Nephilims and, all that kind of stuff. It talks about that. So anyway, it talks about Gadriel, and he is one of 200 that fell with Lucifer. And these 200 were called Watchers or Grigori. And these 200 were big bads. They were wreaking havoc on the earth, creating Nephilims. Gadriel himself was actually responsible for teaching weaponry and warfare to us. And so we all know Modesto and its underbelly and how nasty it really can be. And it just so started to click that two words really just kind of sunk in, and that Grigori and Enoch. Both of these are dealing with evil and demonic presence and, all kinds of big bads. And yet we have two high schools in Modesto named after that. We have Grigori and Enoch's. Coincidence? I think not, my friends.
No coincidences. There's no such thing as a coincidence.
No such thing as a coincidence whatsoever.
I believe it though.
So you are siding with the Central Valley's Elvira and stating that Modesto is a portal to hell.
Yes. I always kind of thought Modesto might have just been hell, period. But I guess it could probably get worse.
Well, I mean, it certainly could get worse. There are, after she sent me the verbal version of that, and because I was like, yo, I need a fun death fact. And she's like, well, I have this one, or I can tell you how I think Modesto is a gaping hell maw. And I was like, oh, wait a second. Like, I know you have thought about this.
Why wouldn't I pick that?
So please, could you elaborate further? And she sends me that whole long thing about Gadriel and the Grigori and Enoch and whatnot. And like, she goes into that detail. Like, her voice message was like 4 minutes long. And she was like, I'll condense this. And then just spouts off all this demonology and just goes, and what 2 high schools are in Modesto? Grigori and Enoch. We are a portal to hell, and just ends the voice message right there. And I'm just like, huh. So I went looking into it, though. And Modesto has been likened to Derry. As in Derry from It.
Okay.
Do you remember a few years ago when it wasn't a homeless camp, but it was a homeless, basically like an apartment building that somebody was letting them use as a shelter?
Kind of, yeah.
And it burned.
Okay.
Like, and there is a lot of suspicion that it was not burned just as, it was written off to as, two tweakers warring with each other. Two addicts basically having a problem and one took revenge on the other.
Okay.
But there was a lot of rumblings that it was actually burned down by prominent people. Like there wasn't much of an investigation done, but there were people saying that it was burned down because it was looked upon as a blight on the neighborhood.
Okay.
Very Derry-like in the fact that something similar happened.
Do we have time frames? Like, that's not what I mean. X amount of years?
No.
In between things?
No, not in that way. But remember, Derry always has that big explosion when Pennywise returns. Like, it gets worse.
Things up in the tree.
Yeah, like I said, it gets worse when he's about. But when it comes to things, different, creepy, horrific things just kind of happen. There's always an underbelly to it. Like, they talked about the fact that, like, in Derry, like, when bad shit happens, people just look away. It's basically every evil thing done is somewhat of a sacrifice to Pennywise. Another, of course, the Lacey Peterson murders.
Before that would have been Chandra Levy.
Chandra Levy.
But people die. Buildings burn, people die.
All the time.
All the time.
Well,
so, I mean, what makes that so... We're going to have to talk about what makes that so different than any other town or city. Larger cities.
Well, and then in my research, I found out there's a haunted hiking trail on the river in Modesto.
Oh, this is fabulous news. How did I not know this?
So there's a haunted trail in Modesto. Like I said, I want to say it's on the river. You look at, areas like the trailer park itself, which are just the Lion Bridge area,
Okay.
which is just horrific. Like, and then there's also been rumor of haunted McHenry Mansion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Modesto, Daydreams and Nightmares is known to be haunted. I'm sure I've heard of Ghosts of State Theater, like somewhere that's scratching an itch. I'm not quite able.
A lot of these buildings are really old, though. And old buildings are haunted, quote unquote. I don't know. I think I'm kind of skeptical about that one. I don't know.
Okay, so that one. I just laid out multiple things that tend to kind of let you know that. Hi, Ellie. Thanks for joining us. My ADHD does good things sometimes. I'm just saying, like, when you start really digging into all the dark underbelly stuff of Modesto, there is an overwhelming theme of, like, horror.
But like for realsies, or
Yeah, just terrible things.
any other city has horrible things happen too.
I'm just saying, you think about it in its rich history and everything. Because let's also break it down like this. Modesto has one of the richest entertainment scenes across the board. Like, it was actually voted number 12 in best entertainment, right?
I don't remember the number, but that sounds close.
It was something. No, I think it might have even been number 1.
That's a big difference.
Like for like smaller towns across the nation and whatnot, not major city type things. And you think about it, anything that has that much of a history of artistry always has a history of bad spirituality, the occult, evil. Like, no matter what. Look at Hollywood, look at New York, look at everything.
I'll have to do some research. I'll have to do some independent research on this and get back to you. I don't know if I'm buying this. Things happen in cities. Things happen when there's a lot of people present. But is Modesto, I said McDonald's, is Modesto,
Specifically the McDonald's
Yes,
on 9th.
on 9th, is Modesto big enough for that to be a thing? Or is it, like, yeah, things happen in big cities, but then this town is like 40,000 people. Like, why is there a big gap there? That's weird. I don't know if the gap is big enough for that to be weird in population. And I gotta think about it.
Well, I'm just saying, Mike Vanek being, the Modestoite, as it were, like, and gone for 7 years. Who else is more Modesto than Mike fucking Vanek?
El Palomar is a million years old.
I was gonna say El Palomar is haunted. Art on 10th was
It
haunted,
is now.
where he talked about daydreams and nightmares. I'm just saying, it stacks up. It adds gay frogs. All right.
You are the meme of the guy from The Office with the post-it notes and the string.
To be fair,
To be fair.
I'm stealing this from someone else. So she is the guy with the strings and the whatnot.
Okay.
I'm the one who goes behind and like lines it up straighter. Like, remember on The Simpsons when like they were doing all the cat burglar things, and then Wiggum was like, if I put him here and I put him there, and it was an arrow pointing to the police station, they all ran out. It's like that. Yeah, but did you actually grow up in Modesto, Ellie? Because, like, I thought you grew up, elsewhere. So.
I don't know if I believe that.
My dad still swears his house is haunted, too.
Current house?
Yes. So.
The house isn't that old, is it?
No, but it doesn't necessarily have to be an old. It's like the meme says,
More
like,
fun when it's an old house.
like maybe they want to go from 2007, run around screaming, "It's Britney, bitch!"
I don't know how I would handle that. I need a small Victorian child looking at me with dead eyes. And
It's got to be the
I don't know.
It's got to be the creepy Victorian child, not the
It's Britney bitch version.
right, or not like
I don't want that. That's scarier.
not like some local metalhead just chilling out with a burned face or something
That's different.
because he was at a curse show and fucking he was drinking too much beer when the cannons went off. So, do we do a song or do we plug Chad McDeadlift?
We could plug Chad.
All right. So, as you all know, a few weeks ago we had Sean Walusko, author, artist, musician, all-around good guy, and newlywed. Congratulations to him and Addie. It's been just over a month on their current nuptials. And may your first child be a masculine child. God, this beer is crazy. Bottlelogic Pie versus Pie Imperial Stout with cacao nibs and pecans. 13% alcohol by volume. And you can taste every bit of it.
It's pretty harsh.
Oh, wow. Ellie throws us a fact of her foster brother shot the other foster brother in the chest, and the ghost of him was still very much there in the house she grew up.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah! That would definitely explain a haunting.
Yeah.
Back to Chad McDeadlift before this gets too damn heavy. So anyway, Sean Walusko has a nemesis who he may or may not be. We're not sure. He may have created his own worst enemy.
The jury's still out on that.
So Chad McDeadlift has just released and not narrated a book live on YouTube. And this is the story of The Hero Quits. Just an excerpt from chapter 2.
Let's try not to do like we did last time.
That wasn't last time. That was the hidden episode.
Let's go to that grotto and I'll join you. I mean, hell, sure, this pond is nice, but it's kind of boring here. And a little lonely. Screw those assholes in Shitehole. I say we go see if there actually is a dragon egg out there. Maybe we'll get rich. It's gotta be better than this, right?
Hiro took a moment to consider the words of his tiny friend and decided he was right. There was no point sulking about. He picked up Skippy and placed him on his waist belt pouch.
Okay, if I'm traveling with you, shoulder please. I can smell your balls that close.
Skippy said. Hiro picked up Skippy and placed him on his shoulder pad instead.
So this dragon grotto, how far is it?
Hiro asked.
It's about 3 days travel up past that hill,
Skippy said, while facing a small hill to the west. Hiro looked around and tried peering off into the distance. Ahead, he could see but a simple mound, followed by a few unremarkable boulders, and a slight rocky formation about 4 feet high. There were lots of trees, though.
That hill. That one right over there. The one that's about 10 feet away. That's 3 days travel?
Hiro asked, perplexed.
It is for me. Have you seen how tiny my legs are?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I'm Hiro, by the way.
Shall we? Wait. Your actual name is Hiro? Oh my god. What the hell? What are you, an orphan with a mysterious past?
Yes.
Oh, that explains the spiky blonde hair. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
And thus, Hiro and Skippy ventured over the 5-foot-tall hill in less than 3 minutes' time. As their adventure began, what perils would lie ahead, they thought. Giant frost trolls, flesh-hungry ogres, emotionally charged protesters. It mattered not for the new friends, as they were now on their path, unguided, unhindered, and so very unfocused.
And that was our second excerpt, chapter 1, part 2, chapter 2, part 1. I don't remember.
I don't know. There's a lot of numbers.
So, of The Hero Quits by Chad McDeadlift. And let me tell you something about Chad McDeadlift. Fuck Chad McDeadlift. All right, using his AI and shit. Taking food off the table from real artists like Sean Malusco. How dare he? But check out his book, The Hero Quits. You can look at it. Side Questers. Right there on YouTube. Check it out. It's a fun listen. Kill 20 minutes of your day. And there's 3 of them out, so kill 60 minutes of your day. You want to waste an hour listening to dick and fart jokes in a medieval setting? Got you covered.
Dick and fart jokes are great. It's an audio book. You could use it on your commute. If you want to spare the data, I guess. Lots of things. You could fall asleep to the dulcet sounds of Chad McDeadlift.
Being like, yeah, doing his best. Wait, that is not Chad McDeadlift. It says at the beginning of the video, written by Chad McDeadlift, narrated by me, not Chad McDeadlift.
Okay. Use it as a ASMR to fall asleep. I don't know.
Good evening, Miss Mary Martha Camacho. Thank you for tuning in and checking us out. Sean says that's a great book. Really? You're praising Chad McDeadlift?
Have you become friends?
Have you made an accord with Chad McDeadlift? Do you know each other? Does he call you at home? Do you have a dorsal fin? Right on, Mary Martha. Glad you got off work, made it safely on this beautiful rainy Friday night. So we got 2 songs left for you, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the second to last one real quick, and then we'll come back, spread some more bullshit, and get you out of here with our final track of the evening, and we have a feeling you know who it's by. So this one was given to me by Mike Vanek, who absolutely sucks. Don't believe us, just ask him. He'll tell you. And you can hear this song on his show, Sounds from the Underground, on Pirate Flag Radio. You can also hear so many other wonderful shows showcasing a wide variety of music that you may or may not be able to fuck to, depending on if you're Sean Malusco and you want to bitch about it. So one of the ones we're going to talk about is Carrie C. Allen's brand new show, Buzzkill, on Pirate Flag Radio, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sometimes featuring Blue Cheer, the Blood Brothers, the Hives, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and many, many more. And once again, earlier, we played a song by Moose Trainwreck Roberts with his brand new show, Transmission in Exile. That's Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Once again, King app for Pirate Flag Radio. And the local vinyl singer, Shane Church, has decided to add his 2 cents in, and he's doing creep diets right here on Pirate Flag Radio, and he is actually doing his show live on vinyl.
Oh, that's cool. That's different. Interesting.
And that's just the variety you can check out on Pirate Flag Radio. And you can check us out, Pirate Flag Radio on YouTube. You can also find this show directly at Lunch Hour on YouTube, the Lunch Hour Show on Facebook. We're all out there. We're all over the world. We're bad and we're nationwide, just like ZZ Top sang about. So anyway, I was reading comments. Chad McDeadlift said it's not, or I'm sorry, Sean says it's not narrated by Chad McDeadlift. It's raining in Bristol, Virginia, too, according to Mike Vanek. Sean says he is being held at gunpoint by Chad McDeadlift, and he asks if this next song is heavy as fuck, and we'll let you be the judge. This is Horse Glue by Nerve Endings, straight out of Bristol, Virginia. Nerve Endings with Horse Glue right here on the Lunch Hour on Pirate Flag Radio. And I apologize, we're at 6 p.m. on Monday Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, okay.
So we're getting closer to lunch.
Yeah,
One of these days we might actually be available for people's lunch hours.
maybe.
Well, I mean, midday swing shifters, that's their lunch hour.
Do we make people hungry? Do we make people unhungry?
Are you hungry listening to this right now?
Are you unhungry? I'm hungry.
Pretty usually hungry.
Mhm.
My name's Lunchbox and all.
Makes sense.
So once again, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving next week. So happy Thanksgiving to all those that celebrate. If you don't, well, fuck it, go eat some food. Go raid somebody's fridge. Like, you know what? Join up with some families. Like, eat everybody's food. Get together. Enjoy the fact that, you know, a lot of us have a day off. Fuck, even Walmart closes that day.
You know it's big when Walmart closes.
Well, I think it was kind of a thing in protest, like especially you know when COVID hit, and they're like, "No, fuck that, we're closing."
We're not doing it.
Yeah, we're not doing this. So, well, Sean and Addie just ate, so you know. Okay, so it is the lunch
Okay.
hour.
All right.
You know, supper club maybe.
Supper. No one says supper.
Mike Vanek said the supper hour, but you know, supper club. So I like that better. Vanek has to work on Thanksgiving. I don't have to work on Thanksgiving.
I don't have to work on Thanksgiving.
No, we just got to try and get our kid to eat like regular people food for once.
That's not gonna happen.
Maybe I'll make him some turkey nuggets.
I don't know why, but that sounds so much less appealing than chicken nuggets. Turkey nuggets. Turkey nuggets sound more like balls to me than chicken nuggets do.
That's just because you got balls on the brain, probably.
Those are balls. I slipped into Arrested Development for a minute there. Turkey nuggets. It's just unappetizing sounding.
Well, I mean, that was like the first time I heard the term turkey chops. I didn't like it.
Turkey chops. That's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Turkey chops?
Turkey chops sounds weird. You think of pork chops and they look a certain way. Where's that part on the turkey?
Breast meat.
Where's that part on the pig? I don't know. I don't know that either. It just shows up on my plate. But I don't know. Turkeys and pigs are built differently, and that doesn't feel right to me.
All right, then. So what does feel right would be taking out your phone right now. If you got an iPhone, go to the Apple Store. If you got an Android, go to the Google Play Store. Search up the Radio King app. Look that up. Go ahead and download that bitch right now. There's a plethora of pleasureful stations that you can get your jam onto. But most importantly, you go look up Pirate Flag Radio, WPFR. Wait. Hang on.
I mean, that would make sense, right?
Hey, I got it right. WPFR. So look up Pirate Flag Radio, WPFR, and go ahead and listen to such shows as Transmission in Exile, Buzzkill. Oh, wait. Why do I keep pressing the wrong buttons? Fuzzkill, Creep Diets, and of course, from The Godfather, Metal Mike Vanek, Sounds from the Underground. And you can get all this goodness on the Radio King Music app. Yes, Sean, I did know that a pig orgasm can last up to 30 minutes.
The internet.
Yeah, right. The internet has ruined us all.
Yeah.
So we've now come to that point in the show where we'd be ready to bid you adieu. But what show of ours would be complete without following the law?
We have complied. Every show, we complied.
And playing you a J-Dub track. So, I'm sorry. You can also check out Thrashocalypse and Deep Tracks Flashback, not Thrashback, on Pirate Flag Radio. We got all sorts of shows. We got something for everybody. If your ear holes want it, we got it. Oh, and Wolfman Jack on Sunday mornings playing the classics. So you can get away with playing Wolfman Jack? It's because he's dead, huh?
Probably.
So anyway, once again, off the new Book of Job album. And this, if you're a fan of Bully the Kid from back in the day, you might recognize this song. This is Her Last Night on Broadway by the one and only J-Dub. Thank you again for hanging out with us all night, everybody in the chat. Ellie, Vanek, Sean, Xavier, Jordan. Did I miss anybody?
Anybody we forgot.
Anybody I've forgotten. Thank you for listening. We'll catch y'all next week. Remember, Pirate Flag Radio on the Radio King Music app. Monday night, 6 p.m. It's time for lunch. It's the lunch hour. But right now, on Broadway. Good night, y'all.
Vic, Iceland.
You're not breathing, laughing to what is you and me. And I'm not sleeping much these days. Can't stop thinking, tragic loss and life and limb. And I've been sinking in what she says. She don't hate me, 'cause she don't feel nothing at all. And I'm not wasting, well, I'm just killing time for her. Maybe selfish. It's pretty eyes just tell you lies, but you're not listening to what I say. You're not laughing. I cut that smile right off your face. I'll break your heart and I'll throw you away. I don't hate you. I don't feel nothing at all. You're not wasting. You're just killing time for me. She don't hate me, 'cause she don't feel nothing at all. And I'm not wasting. She don't hate me. I don't hate you. 'Cause she don't feel nothing at all. And I'm not wasting. You're not wasting. I'm just killing time for her. Light you up and I'll watch you burn. I'm just killing time for her.